MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Comfort and room to roam used to be core elements for attracting buyers to midsize family sedans. But thanks to SUVs, that's not enough these days. Now, luxury, tech integration, performance, fuel economy, and even all-wheel drive have become must-have sedan ingredients. And one more, value. So let's see if the latest Hyundai Sonata gives us all a lesson in chemistry. The 7th generation Hyundai Sonata midsize sedan has been on the road since 2020. And as usually happens when vehicles approach the end of their life cycle, this 2024 Sonata gets a makeover to keep the looks fresh and electronics current until an all-new one arrives. Standard tech includes a crystal clear 12.3-inch digital gauge display and a 12.3-inch touchscreen for infotainment. Both are now combined into one wide, curved housing, similar to what we've seen from BMW and other luxury brands. This required a complete dash overhaul, a big interior change you can't miss. Top limited trim ups the game with navigation, leather seating, 12-speaker Bose premium sound, head-up display, and sunroof. It's quite roomy inside, though maybe not quite as spacious or as comfy as some rivals with newer designs. On the other hand, rear seat legroom is very generous with long-distance comfort. There are 3 powertrain choices. The base front-wheel drive SEL works with a 191 horsepower naturally aspirated 2.5-liter i4. And for 2024, you can now add all-wheel drive to it for $1,500. The sporty inline puts a turbocharger onto that 2.5, which boosts output to 290 horsepower. But it remains front-wheel drive only, as does this hybrid. The hybrid is 2-liter i4 based with a 39 kilowatt electric motor that combined for an output of 192 horsepower. The real draw with the hybrid is fuel economy, of course, and the government ratings are 44 city, 51 highway, and 47 combined. We managed just 42.7 miles per gallon of regular in our driving loop. But that's still slightly better than in our recent test of both the Toyota Camry hybrid and Honda Accord hybrid. And it earns a much better than average energy impact score, using 6.3 barrels of oil yearly with 3.1 tons of CO2 emissions. The price for that great fuel economy was paid at our test track with a slow roll to 60 of 8 seconds. There was no sense of urgency off the line, and while the engine sounded like it was really working hard, numbers on the speedometer were slow to climb. That meter was reading only 89 miles per hour after 16 seconds as we crossed the quarter mile. On a much more positive note, the Sonata Hybrid's true 6-speed automatic transmission provides a much more enjoyable experience than competitors' CVTs. And the experience in our handling course was positive too. Minimal body roll and light steering had us whipping in and out of the cones with a surprising amount of speed. We didn't experience much in the way of oversteer or understeer, and stability systems stayed out of the way. In our panic braking runs, the pedal was soft and we could really hear the ABS working overtime, but stops were straight and fade-free, averaging a fine 114 feet from 60 miles per hour. The Sonata has always attempted to set itself apart when it comes to exterior design. That meant an awkwardly shaped digital pulse cascading grille when this gen debuted. We much prefer the more traditional and sportier take of this update. The rear fascia also gets revised, looking both sportier and more upscale at the same time, with wide H-themed lighting to accentuate the Sonata's width. Pricing starts with the SEL at $28,650. Adding the hybrid powertrain boosts it to $31,950. Limited comes exclusively with the hybrid engine and tops the lineup at $38,350. Hyundai's longtime formula for success, delivering more for less and tacking on a longer warranty than rivals, has done a great job of getting them where they are today. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata's high value, impressive powertrain options, which now include all-wheel drive, and better than average driving dynamics, will ensure they stay a major player in the midsize sedan segment for years to come.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.